Can
It's
y'all
so
hear
dark.
me?
It's so dark.
I wonder what's broken now.
Whoa.
Why is the web camera turned off? Why would this be turned off?
Of all things. Oh.
All right. I was able to wash a glass so I can have a glass of water. Okay. Oh, God. Right. Okay, I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, calling you out about the front lights. Oh, God. Good morning.
All right. Mean time to migraine 3 hours. All right. So, okay. Um. All right. This week we are playing Orwell's Animal Farm, which just came out, and yeah, I don't know what to expect from this one.
So, I got this book twice in school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no chrysalids for Corey. Only Animal Farm.
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen several versions of movies, TV movies,
Mm-hmm.
other productions. Yeah, I'm basically an expert.
Oh,
And all of my knowledge is approximately 20 years old.
yeah, that's about when I last read this too. Um, so I don't know. You're gonna have to help me out here, remembering which dog is Tukachevsky.
Well, you're right about the pig.
Yeah, I'm assuming the pigs. I remember the pigs being what, Lenin, Trotsky, and Stalin. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because it is like, if you're not familiar with Animal Farm is an allegory for the November Revolution in Russia that led to the creation of the Soviet Union.
And specifically, George Orwell didn't like Stalin very much.
No, no. I mean, Orwell was, a pretty dedicated socialist, right? He fought in one of the labor union militias in the Spanish Civil War. He wrote extensively about his support for socialism in the United Kingdom. Um, he spent some time homeless in Paris. He wrote Down and Out in Paris and London, where he probably acquired the tuberculosis that would kill him. Uh, and he became quite disillusioned, even though he was originally, I think, kind of supportive of the revolution. Um, he quickly became quite disillusioned with it, with the descent into authoritarianism.
Yeah, and this was like the book was published, the novel 1945, and he wrote it the like year or two previous during, you know, a time.
Yeah, yeah, there were some things going on in the world. I suppose also his you know fighting in the Spanish Civil War might have also given him some reasons to not be terribly impressed with the Soviet Union, considering that, like, how that conflict played out. But
I'm just very excited to see what a person who made a video game would put in their video game about this book.
yeah, I don't know how you turn this into a game, and I'm very curious about it. Um, so yeah, all I can think of is that gag about watching The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and leaning over in the theater and whispering, The lion is Jesus.
That's Chappie.
Well, let's fire her up. And
beasts of England, beasts of Ireland, beasts of every land and clime, hearken to my joyful tidings of the golden future time.
I hope there's a new game plus.
ooh.
Mr. Jones of the Manor Farm finishes feeding his hens.
Okay.
It has been a long day, and he forgets to secure the henhouse doors. He's already thinking
Welcome,
of the beer
Raiders.
waiting for him in the kitchen.
Did he mean to leave the door unlocked?
Soon, his lantern can be seen swaying as he walks back to the farmhouse. The hens have been waiting for this moment. Old Major, the prize boar, has called the animals to gather in the barn.
Oh.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So, by highlighting various animals... Okay, we can highlight things that will allow us to interact. We can interact with the story. How interesting. Is basically what I'm getting at
Oh.
here. Do we want
Yeah,
to
but
encourage?
I don't know what I don't know what they do. Like we can join the sheep,
Yeah.
or the sheep are joining. Like, are we triggering a scene where the sheep are joining?
I don't know. Encourage, question, or join are our current options.
I mean, I always have a soft spot for our workhorse friend.
Yeah.
He's not gonna have a good time.
He is
So maybe
he's a great hero of the farm who will be treated with dignity and respect by everyone.
It's time. The others are already in the barn. Old Major is about to speak.
Is it safe to go? What if Jones comes back out and notices we're missing? He has poured...
He has poured this third pint. He won't come out again this evening.
Go in, lead, or follow. Lead. Lead. Comrades, I am very old. I doubt I have many more days to spend with you. Before I go, I want to tell you what I have learned. Our lives are miserable. We begin working very young, and we die before we can enjoy our old age. No animal in England knows the meaning of happiness. No animal in England is free. Now this feels right to me.
Which pig is this? Is this Napoleon?
It might be. I don't know yet. Oh, who's this? Disagree. Nah. Nah.
I mean, vive la revolution.
It is Napoleon. Here, here. We are only given as much food as will keep us alive. While Jones and his wife eat and drink. Snowball was Trotsky, right? In the allegory? I want to
let me
say
look.
Squealer and sleep in beds. Listen, Humans are the only creatures that consume without producing. They give no milk.
Yeah, Snowball is Trotsky.
They lay no eggs. They're too weak to pull the plow. Continue? Oh, another interaction. Be brave. Agree. Disagree. I wonder if we can get to the good ending.
Where everyone lives
Yeah.
and has a working windmill.
Be brave?
Be brave.
Be brave.
I don't mind the plowing. It's for everyone's good.
Oh, Boxer. It would do more good for the animals if Mr. Jones weren't taking the profit. All right.
Do the dogs have opinions? No, no one has an opinion anymore. Ah!
Boxer, do you know what will happen when you get old and weak?
I've heard the stories. Is it just not advancing dialogue?
Yeah. It has... The controls are a bit... Mr. Jones will sell you to the knacker.
Benjamin? Is it true?
Yes.
You're sure?
They always kill the horses. The knacker will cut your throat. And boil you down for dog meat.
I mean, yeah, I can see why the dogs would be into that.
I endorse this treatment of dogs. Rage. You deserve better.
I've worked hard since I was a foal.
You ought to have a pasture set aside. You ought to have all the hay you can eat. You ought to have a medal.
Now, at last, Old Major explains his dream. He dreamed of a song he barely remembers from when he was a piglet. It is the anthem of animals who long to be free.
It's the anthem of animals who long to be free.
Beasts of England, beasts of Ireland, beasts of every land and clime. Study or sing?
I mean,
Or cheer?
karaoke night in the barn.
I guess so. Rings shall vanish from our noses, and the harness from our back. Oh shit, it's the man. What's the racket? Oh, look at his ears. They're full of...
That's an English farmer if I ever saw one.
Who let a fox into the
A
yard?
couple of pellets from Mr. Jones' shotgun bury themselves in the barn wall.
Oh. A couple of pellets from Mr. Jones' shotgun bury themselves in the barn wall.
No one is hurt, but it's a near thing.
No one's hurt.
Oh, can you not hear the game?
No.
Oh no.
I assumed that none of the dialogue was voiced.
Oh, and this is voiced, but none of the voices are.
Fair.
It's a near thing. Back to sleep, back to sleep, back to sleep. Back to sleep. I think I'll side with the hens here. Quick, Back to the hen house. And don't talk amongst yourselves until Jones has gone back to sleep.
3 days later, Old Major dies in his sleep.
Rip to a real one.
He's buried at the bottom of the orchard.
Old Major's rebellion must still take place, even if we don't live to see it. It will come in the time of our children, or our children's children. Cheer or cheer. Let's go with the sheep here. We are ready. The time will come. As soon as Jones is not looking.
Oh, snap.
We haven't been fed. No one has been fed. The storehouse is empty. We will fight him. Animals, join me in battle. Now? We thought the rebellion would not be for years to come. We can wait no longer or we will starve. What is wrong with you beasts? Am I going to have to shoot you all for rabies? Boxer, Napoleon, Snowball, you will all feel the whip. The farmer is the czar.
Oh.
Comrades, this is our moment. Defend, attack, avoid, lead. No defense. Defend. Defend? I guess.
Then maybe send a doggo in. Put one of the strong animals next to me.
We'll shield the... I'm sorry.
We'll shield the rest.
The farmhands have never seen animals like this. They've all fled. Jones is left on his own.
Curse the lot of you, cowards.
Oh. Yeah, I think it's pig time.
Is it? All right.
Or the doggos, you know.
Let's send in the dogs. He might be less likely to attack the dog. Send in the first wave. Let us at him. I raised you all from puppies. I trained you myself when your mother died. Well, that is... traitors!
Jones runs away. After the battle, the animals
Oh, damn.
The dogs are impatient with having their wounds tended. All they can talk about is how they wish they had bitten more often, more deeply.
There's no good drawing more blood than we have to, even from humans.
Certainly there is good. Let them learn to fear us. That was a costly battle. Next time, Jones will be better armed. We must prepare for it. That is a question for later.
When she sees what has happened, Mrs. Jones packs a bag and flees. The animals wander through buildings where they have never been allowed.
Look at this place.
Ah! It looks bigger without Mr. Jones inside.
Most of us never see it from inside. Not until we're hams. Mourn. I knew that ham when she was a piglet. We should bury her. She can rest in the orchard beside old Major. We get shoes. Handbook. Ooh.
Ooh.
At least 3 animals have been executed. Many animals have confessed to treason. Each of the 7 laws has changed. Dogs teach new beliefs to political dissidents. The Song of the Beasts of England is outlawed. Birds oversee behavior on the farm.
Huh.
Chivos.
So we got some stuff to look forward to.
Yeah. I'm kind of enjoying this.
What's the next tab? With that? Okay.
Oh, who's alive?
Wow. Then the others must be humans.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Mysterious. Mr. Jones was always meaner after a drink.
Let him drink somewhere else. And then... Oh, we can't eat the book anymore.
Aw. Smash the state.
Electricity's for humans. We prefer the dark. Do you? Really? Anyway, boots time.
Do you think Molly would like these?
Most likely she'd look like a fool. No animal should wear human clothing. I don't know why I've adopted all these, like, terrible accents. I enjoy terrible accents, I guess.
Not a
They
single
deserve
human
them.
being remains on the farm.
Manor Farm is ours now. How do we... There's a great deal to do now that Jones is gone. We will easily do better than he did. Okay. Handbook. Worry. Complain. Empty. Okay, well... We need to work...
I think worrying and complaining will get a lot done.
The cows have not been milked since yesterday. You can tell they don't appear to be in good health. As for milking, a pig can manage as well as a farmer. What's going to...
What is gonna happen to all that milk?
Jones used to sometimes to mix some of it in our mash. Promise. We will plan an equitable way of distributing all resources. It'll be very different from the way things were run under Jones. Let's make it a point of honor to get the hens in faster than Jones and his men. The hay in faster than Jones and his men. Food we gather will feed us throughout the year, and in the autumn we'll need enough in the storehouses for planting.
Any animal strong enough may volunteer until Napoleon calls a halt to the work.
Cooperate?
So some things have like a down red arrow, and some things have a green up arrow.
Oh, I assume this will lower Boxer's health and increase the storehouse.
Right. Ah, yeah. Put that ass to work.
Benjamin grumbles while he helps. But he does bring in as much hay as anyone else his size. Here, let me. Boxer and I always used to do these together. With Clover's hard work, there's more hay in the store.
Oh yeah, those sheep, those
Yeah.
freeloading sheep.
Get to work. We know our part. No one sheep is very strong or very bright, but when the whole flock takes action, they accomplish something all the same. What does cooperate do? I can try. This isn't usually my work. Jones got me to pull the farm cart, but we all must do our part. Molly works for half the afternoon. She then finds a stone in her hoof and is forced to rest. The stores are full now, that
The
will
animals
do.
work hard all day long. The hay store is full to overflowing. The animals themselves are happy, but exhausted.
Comrades, we have done well, very well indeed. We cannot always expect that things will be as easy as they have been today. Before we face any real trials, we must convene a meeting. We'll need laws to govern Animal Farm.
Together, they name the 7 laws of animalism.
The first law says whatever goes on 2 legs is an enemy. We sure
Wait,
about that?
Chickens have 2 legs.
What about wings? Wings are like legs, but you do not have hands, and hands are how the humans do their mischief. The second law says whatever goes on 4 legs or has wings is a friend. What about the rats? We have 4 legs, but you're always needing to be chased off. Old Major considered rats to be comrades. He invited them to the meetings. We will vote. Should the rats be allowed to stay?
Hell no.
No?
Cat, you can't go both ways.
Yes. Yes. Both. I want to see what both means.
Right?
I want to see both. The cat votes for the rats to stay. Then she votes for the rats to be still sternly dealt with. Someone else should be the tiebreaker, since the cat can't agree with herself. In the end, the rats are allowed to stay.
After the meeting, Squealer begins painting the new laws on the wall of the barn.
These laws come to us from Old Major and from our own difficult experience. Commit them to memory. Sheep, are you troubled?
I just wanted to read that as a screaming sheep.
Ah! There are too many to remember. Make an effort. It may be slow learning, but worthwhile. Oh my god. Whatever goes upon 2 legs is an enemy. Whatever goes upon 4 legs or has wings is a friend. No animal shall wear clothes. No animal shall sleep in a bed. No animal shall drink alcohol. No animal shall kill any other animal. All animals are equal. What about the carnivorous animals?
Friends.
Is that a tablecloth? It's a flag, green to represent the green fields of England. The hoof and horn signify the future republic of the animals. Well, alright then. Old Major's skull will watch over us, and at the moment he'd wish us to go back to work. We still can't remember the laws. Here's a simpler version. 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. Exactly. Understand that, and you'll understand the laws. 4 legs good. Practice in your own field.
Yep. The old
This is the
loading.
beginning of animalism on the farm. Every animal is committed to the principles set down by Old Major. If anyone forgets, the chanting of the sheep will remind them.
Lowest animalism.
Yeah!
4 legs good. The Republic of Animals cannot be far away.
Sometime later, the animals discover what is happening to the milk. It is being mixed into the pig's feed.
Uh-oh.
All animals are supposed to be equal. Why is our milk going to the pigs alone? Comrades, this is for the good of everyone. The pigs' work is brain work. They need their strength to help us all. Yeah.
Comrade! Napoleon knows what is best.
The dogs can be heard whining at the start of the day.
What about? Medium animalism, overflowing.
Let's see what the dogs want.
Yeah, what do the dogs want? To be lazy.
Probably.
We're too weak to do anything today. But doing well. What shall we do with all our wealth? Books. Surveil.
Ooh.
Treats. Charity. Feasting.
What
Who was-
could surveil be? Is it looking at other farms for more victims?
I don't know. Defend. Sure, defend. Or is surveil's interesting though? It doesn't have any like. Well, I thought surveil was we use birds to keep an eye on things.
Maybe. So maybe we should just eat all of it.
We watch everything that happens on the farm and in Willingdon. But there is more we could do. Let us bribe the birds of neighboring farms. We'll know everything that happens well in advance.
Every Sunday morning, the animals gather before the flag. The sheep chant the familiar words. Together, the animals sing Beasts of England. They remember the tune that Old Major taught them.
The sun rises over the summer fields. What a what a beautiful morning. cheer, or flatter, or praise. Oh, this is just
I
gonna
think cheer. Yeah.
or encourage? Cheer. Cheer. Yeah, cheer. Your hard work means a great deal to the farm, comrade.
I can always work harder.
Morning wakes up the cows.
Always.
What shall I do today? Sing? Study? Give milk?
Oh, we know what those chickens want.
Rest? Give milk? We're still strong enough to be milked, so we can give in that way to the good of the farm.
Summer progresses, and the fields darken to gold. The sun rises over the summer fields.
What shall I do today?
How is our animalism? We have high animalism.
We're so high on animalism.
Defend, maybe.
Or singing, maybe. Sing seems to not hurt our good horse boy. Praise, right?
Praise, praise.
Oh, snap! Comrade Napoleon is always right.
The hens wake, well and happy in their hutch.
We could sell your eggs.
I mean, we're doing kind of amazing.
Study? I wonder what study does.
Go for it.
You could work on your writing. We don't care to scratch letters in the dirt, but we will if we must.
The mood in Animal Farm is jubilant. The animals have never been more aware of their shared purpose.
Such energy could use a direction. High animalism, very good supply.
You can
Party!
either be an ass, or have a party, or, campaign.
Party! Hurrah!
The apples are now ripening, and there are windfalls in the orchard. The animals have assumed that these will be shared out equally.
A new order! All the windfalls are to be brought to the harness room for the pigs. Why are the apples not shared? Comrades, many pigs actually dislike milk and apples. We eat them only to preserve our health. We pigs are brain workers. Day and night we are watching over your welfare. If we fail in our duty, Jones will come back. Do you want that? No, man. No, absolutely not. Are we sure about that?
Press chicken to doubt.
I kind of want to press chicken to doubt.
We don't really mind if the chickens piss off the pigs.
This doesn't seem right. Some of the other animals enjoy an apple.
The animals notice that they're going to need more supplies soon. Nails, string, dog biscuits, iron to shoe the horses.
None of these things can be made on the farm. There may be trouble when they run out. Trade.
Yeah.
I've made arrangements. It will no longer be necessary for us to go without.
A
Arrangements?
few days later, a man by the name of Whymper is seen on the farm. Mr. Whymper is a solicitor living in Willingdon.
It's my pleasure to meditate between Animal Farm and its trade partners. You have the potential for a very profitable
Every
farm.
Monday, he arrives to receive his instructions from Napoleon.
We hired a lawyer.
Reassure. Ooh, yeah, wow, that hammered our
Yeah.
animalism. There is no reason for concern. Huh. Comrades, you must trust the wisdom of the pigs. Feast your eyes on the sight of Mr. Whymper on 2 legs as he takes instruction from a pig on 4. Yay! 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. Bad, but sometimes useful.
There is a spirit of liberty on the farm. Rations and working times are not closely observed. Food is wasted.
Oh no.
The animals are cheerful.
Oh no.
The days of Jones are truly over. Animal Farm borders 2 other farms. One is called Foxwood, a large, neglected, old-fashioned farm. Its owner, Mr. Pilkington, is an easygoing gentleman farmer. The other farm, called Pinchfield, is smaller and better kept. Its owner is Mr. Frederick, a tough, shrewd man. Frederick is always involved in a lawsuit with someone.
We ought to divide Animal Farm between ourselves. My thoughts exactly. I've drawn a plan for dividing it between us. You've given yourself more than half the fields. I've left you the woodland. Your own farm is half trees.
Kill them both.
Good thing we surveilled. Someone is singing Beasts of England. We taught the animals in the neighboring farms. We rule. Good supply, medium animalism. Let's.
Yeah. Warren seems...
It's good work. But be careful. We need to make Animal Farm as strong as possible before we expand the front of the war. I'm sorry.
I can build up our defenses.
The neighboring farmers often talk about the goings-on at Animal Farm. In the pub, they talk in such loud voices that the birds can hear them outside.
It's your own fault you kept such a disorderly farm. Yeah, watch your own animals and see what they're doing. Watch when they start gathering in the barn. When they start singing music, then tell me it was my fault. Animals don't sing except the birds. You're drunk, Jones.
Summer draws to a close, and the farm is well stocked with hay. Summer becomes autumn.
I'm finding myself really, engaged with the plight of the animals in this case.
Yeah.
More so than the book.
Yeah. Also, we don't know everyone's condition. We don't... Or wait, is that the red bar at the top?
Sing time.
Beasts of England, beasts of Ireland, beasts of every land and clime. Hearken well and spread my tidings of the golden
Now
future
is the
time.
of year when the neighboring farmers cut the hedges.
All the human farmers do their parts. Animal Farm should do its share. They won't do it. You think the pigs carry clippers? If the pigs want to run a farm, they'd better do the whole job.
All right.
Sure, why not? Ooh, let grow.
It raises your defense.
Let the hedges go wild, the farm will be better defended. It is no concern to us if humans find the farm track impassable. Some of us must bicycle on that track, and you are paid for your trouble.
The harvest should have been brought in long ago. It is only now that the animals can begin the work.
Lay in plenty of potatoes and apples.
I think the sheep can... All right, should we start with the donkey?
Ooh, yeah. Oh no. He's getting awfully low. Well, I mean, let's put that ass to work. I can do a little. Comrades, the storehouse is almost full. We only need a little more. How's our animalism doing? High?
Yeah, throw some sheep in that pool.
We can tread on the grain to remove hulls. After you've done that, you'll want to blow the chaff away. You can blow on it. No, I am needed to supervise the operation. That will do. We have enough. We rule. We are doing well. What shall we do with all our wealth? Defend?
Yeah, maybe.
The weather turns bitter. The snow covers the farm.
We may need to make a few sacrifices for the good of all.
I thought you had a plan.
It is late in the year to have so little planted. How did this happen? Why didn't we have better plans? Press chicken to doubt? Press rat to incite? Hell yeah. What we see is nothing less than the failure of our political class. You do not appreciate how difficult these matters must be. When have you done work like ours? I don't have to be a doctor to notice the patient has died.
The days are getting shorter and colder as December
Maybe
comes
if we
in.
educate the chickens enough, they can take over for the pigs.
The
Ooh.
fields are still not plowed, and this work has to be done in darkness.
Boxer's doing okay.
Yeah, Boxer's doing great.
I can work harder. Keep a lamp lit in the barn for me.
It is late in the year. The winter wheat should already be in the ground. The animals can't agree on what they should plant.
Think ahead seems good.
Stupid horse. What if we just did nothing?
We should plant both fields. If we don't, we'll have a worse harvest next year. I'm sure we'll get through the winter.
There are always potatoes.
One day, the birds land in the farmyard in a wild excitement.
Jones is coming with all his men.
And a half a dozen others from Pinchfield and Foxwood.
They're on the way up the track now.
Jones is in front! He brought his gun!
The moment has come. Remember how well we prepared. Birds, distract them until the rest of us are in position.
Oh, look at our lovely defenses. Oh.
Take cover.
Lead?
Lead.
Or is it lead? Eat lead!
Eat lead! Where's our infantry? Oh shit. We're here! Attack as we practice. Peck their eyes. Strip
All
them
of
up.
the remaining humans are retreating. The surviving animals head back towards the farm. Snowball
Seems
recovers
fine.
slowly from his wounds.
Uh-oh.
While Snowball is on his sickbed, Napoleon
Uh-oh.
is busy.
Uh-oh.
He speaks frequently of Snowball's reduced ability.
We must prepare ourselves for the worst. Snowball may never be strong enough to resume leadership. We will have to take over his tasks ourselves.
The icy weather and snow damage some of the buildings. The animals shiver through the beginning of January.
We're so amazing.
Spring is time for repairs, comrades. Look at all those chivos. Do not let the winter disturb you.
Animal Farm has survived its first year. The second year begins with warnings.
Our neighbors have noticed what is being done on Animal Farm. We need to build up our defenses. We must send out more pigeons and spread the words of animalism. Rebellion on other farms will be a help to Animal Farm. If we cannot defend ourselves, we will be conquered. If there are rebellions everywhere, we do not need to defend ourselves. The kingdom of animals will be reality. Propaganda? Propaganda?
Propaganda?
Defense. I like the hens on this.
Propaganda!
Bring more animals to the farm, perhaps even a goose. At the beginning of a new year, we should revisit our laws. Read them again if you have forgotten them.
What happened here?
Whatever goes upon two legs is an enemy unless it serves animals. Okay. Okay, we had to revise something, that's okay.
We got,
We had to take the red
So
pen
did-
to the laws, but that's, hey, it's a living document. It's a living document. Hurrah! Hurrah!
The time has come again for gathering in the hay.
Alright, bring it on in, people.
Oh, Boxer's a good boy. Boxer's healthy.
It's the old familiar horse rake. If I ever get too old to pull it, the farm will need a new horse.
Excellent progress. There's only a little room left in the hay store. We know our part. The stores are full now. That will do.
It is not easy work. The farm implements were made for human hands, but every animal contributes, and not a straw is left on the field.
I think the food tastes better than it did when Jones was in charge.
We brought it in ourselves. That makes the difference. Actually, we should probably take a quick break. And then we'll be back in 3 to 5 minutes.
If you can figure out how to pause.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Success. Okay. We will be back shortly. Hello, I am back. Well,
Same.
let us continue to farm our animals. Made it to year 2. Everyone's doing good. What shall we do with all our wealth?
We know what the sheep want.
Charity, treats, repairs.
Repairs! Yes.
Or defend. I think repairs.
Yeah. Although we don't have any defense right now.
Yeah,
And we know those boys will be back.
they will.
Can't trust a two-legger.
But maybe our propaganda will have them dealing with their own animal revolutions. That is, if we all don't mean to freeze to death through January. Who will build something next? Barn? Stables. Barn. I like barn.
I like barn.
Fix the barn roof. It's getting too drafty. Who will build something next?
We can't. Well, I mean, we could halt.
Yeah, let's halt.
Yeah, well, supplies are still good.
That will
The hay
suffice.
store is full and the animals are content.
We should eat. Yes, food. Okay, well, we.
How's our animalism?
High. We could ration.
We could ration. Or distribute. Either or.
Yeah, let's distribute. We will all eat well, but greed has no place on Animal Farm. We'll grow more next year. This supply must see us through the present.
The days are growing longer. There is a spirit of liberty on the farm. Rations and working times are not closely observed. Food is wasted, but the animals are cheerful. The days of Jones are truly over. Mr.
Huzzah!
Jones is mostly found in the tap room of the Red Lion. It has been more than a year since he lost his farm,
What a loser.
but he retells the story as often as he gets the chance.
I bet everyone's very excited to hear about this. Yeah, most unfortunate. More than unfortunate. Pilkington thinks he can take over. I'll have the land before Pilkington gets to it.
July turns into August. The sun rises over the summer fields.
What shall I do today? Get apples?
Work?
What do the doggos want? Are the doggos bent on defense?
Defend.
Yeah.
Oh wait, stores are depleted.
Yeah. Oh god. I can work harder. No matter who you put to work, Boxer goes to work. I will wake earlier. I will go to sleep later.
My friend, your body is not as strong as your will. Even you can break.
The hens wake, well and happy in their hutch.
Work. They can probably put in some work, I think.
Yeah, it's better than selling their eggs.
We're not large or strong, but we can do small tasks. You are a credit to Animal Farm comrades.
Snowball directs the animals preparing the farm for attack.
Yeah, Clover can do it.
Snowball has given us good directions. We only need to follow the instructions.
What?
Wow.
What?
Comes naturally. What does military do? Other than lower our food?
We probably buy more units, basically.
Sure, let's see what happens. Let me instruct you in the elements of strategy. The what now? Strategy. You comrades are in the role of infantry. Training and maintenance are essential. Strategy for the next time the humans attack.
The birds are awake before anyone.
It would be a shame to waste a day like this.
We should plan.
Propaganda. Now's the time.
Yeah. Oof. This summer is a glorious time to sing of animalism. We pigs have chosen a strategy of communication. Go and sing.
The birds fly through town, singing the tune of Beasts of England. All the animals pick it up. Even the humans notice.
I'm not surprised that fellow Whimper has sided with the animals. He's cheated half the humans in Willingdon. Stands to reason he'd need less discriminating clients.
Snowball calls the animals together in a meeting. He has a plan for the use of the resources gathered this summer.
I have been listening to what you're telling me. I've heard your concerns and I have a plan.
Is it fix barn?
We have had not many opportunities to, I think we've taken every opportunity to, let's... We already fixed Barn, though. Barn is fixed. Feed.
Get our good boy healthy.
Mm-hmm. Since everyone has been working so hard, we will have extra rations this summer.
Snowball
Marty!
directs the animals preparing the farm for attack.
Jesus Christ, what have your horses been doing?
Snowball has given us good directions. We need only to follow the instructions.
Summer becomes autumn.
This is probably fine. We watch everything that happens on the farm and in Willingdon. Let every animal be in the field doing her part.
The harvest should have been brought in long ago. It is only now that the animals can begin the work.
Horse rake.
I've always been part of the harvest. No reason to stop now.
Your contributions won't be forgotten. Who'll work the harvest, comrades?
Why don't they like Molly working?
I don't know.
Weird.
Let's
Yeah, sheep or clover.
yeah. I think Clover can tank some more damage here. I can do a little. Who'll work the harvest, comrades?
Get that ass moving. Or I guess the sheep's, yeah.
I can
Either or.
do a little. Who'll work the harvest, comrades? Oh, high animalism can support, a little sheep work. We can do this. Lay in plenty of potatoes and apples. We're small, but there are a lot of us. We can bring in the grain that would otherwise be left out in the field.
Okay, Molly, come on.
Come on, Molly, you can do this. You can do this, Molly. If I must...
It's just like 1 hour.
Jones never made me do so much work.
It is too cold to graze any longer. The animals move indoors to get out of the bad weather.
We're doing well. What shall we do with all our wealth? Repairs? Defend? Repairs? Repairs, I feel. I think the stables need repairs.
Yeah, either repairs or defend. We've triple repaired that barn. It's gonna make it.
The weather turns bitter. The snow covers the farm.
It is late in the year to have so little planted. Mr. Pilkington looks in our direction and plans to destroy us. We do not have enough strength to fight him off. How did this happen? Why didn't we have better plans?
Is that a smaller chicken?
It is a tiny chicken. I kind of like Rat 2 in sight.
Do it.
What we see is nothing less than the failure of our political class. You do not appreciate how difficult these matters must be. When have you done work like ours?
So it's the same as last time.
I don't have to be a doctor to notice the patient has died. Yeah, it was the same thing. Exact same interaction.
The days are getting shorter and colder as December comes in. The fields are still not plowed, and this work has to be done in darkness.
Well, get out there, boxer.
Really? My boy! I can work harder.
Well, we've been feeding him and keeping him healthy.
Keep a lamp lit in the barn for me.
It is late in the year. The winter wheat should already be in the ground. The animals can't agree on what they should plant.
We have a good supply. I think we can think ahead.
Think ahead.
We should plant both fields. If we don't, we'll have a worse harvest next year. I'm sure we'll get through winter.
Always potatoes.
Potate. What a cold winter it is.
Another winter damages the farm buildings. Shingles come off the roofs, and the barn develops a leak.
But we repaired it all. There is another idea we should speak of. I've been laying plans for a windmill. We will have dynamo in the supply the farm with electrical power. This will keep the stalls warm and lit in the winter. And then there will be a saw, a chaff cutter, a mangle slicer. Wait a minute.
Cat has questions.
Morale? What is Mangle Slicer? Slices mangles. In addition, we will also have an electric milking machine. We will? What is a mangle? Never mind that. What is a milking machine? You must put your trust in us. The machines will do all the work while the animals are at their ease.
The whole farm is divided on the matter of the windmill.
I hear will take only a year to build.
A mangle is a beet of a variety with a large root.
Press cat to doubt. Mr. Jones would not have asked us to do such a thing. It sounds like too much work. Mr. Jones left Manor Farm in a disgraceful condition. We can do better. And it's probably true. Build that windmill.
Time has come again for gathering in the hay.
Get to work, Boxer.
The old familiar horse rake. If I ever get too old, get a new horse.
Boxer said the thing. Excellent progress.
There are very few sheeps.
Yeah. Well, our animalism is low.
It is not easy work. The farm implements were made for human hands, but every animal contributes, and not a straw is left on the field.
The haymaking always leaves us tired. Mew, mew, mew.
Snowball is hard at work on the plans for the windmill. He spends long hours alone in the harness room, working on the documents.
No animalism. Well, let's get that animalism up. Let's bump up the animalism.
Comrade Snowball's plans are coming along very well.
They are certainly becoming more extensive.
You don't approve?
I've said before we cannot afford the distraction. It is no good to build half a windmill and plant no grain this year.
Yes, I see.
The dogs rouse themselves for a new day.
Guard, sing, study, work. Let's educate them dogs.
All right.
Would you show your fellow creatures how to read? We can give lessons and bite those that don't attend to them. No need for the biting quite
The
yet.
dogs have 9 puppies. Napoleon immediately
Jesus.
claims them from their mothers.
I will be responsible for their education. Bring them up to the loft. This'll be fine. Lowest animalism. This will be good training for them. You may safely leave them with me.
The days are long
What a
now.
good idea.
Yeah,
Napoleon's so helpful.
Napoleon seems like a trustworthy stand-up pig.
At last, Snowball's plans are completed. The animals gather to vote on whether to start work.
Comrades, you know why we have begun on this arduous project. I need hardly remind you of the challenges we face in milling flour, as well as the advantages we anticipate from electrifying the farm. My opponents have cast doubt on the value of the plan. But I say, let us look to the future. Woo!
Huzzah!
Comrade Snowball, you are a wise leader! Windmill is nonsense! Nonsense? I advise everyone to vote against it. comment. Doubt. Press rat to mock. But
Ooh.
Kitty. Kitty doesn't know. Kitty doesn't know and wants to be a part of it anyway. But what about...
What is comment?
Yeah, what is
it?
comment? Let's leave a comment. Comrade Napoleon hasn't put up much of an argument. Then again, maybe he doesn't need to. Comrades, only imagine what electricity could do for the farm. Electric light in every stall. That would be an improvement. A heater for each animal in the winter. Hooray! Hot and cold running water. Woo! Winters would be much more pleasant.
Just at this moment, Napoleon stands and gives a high-pitched whimper.
Uh-oh.
There is a terrible baying sound outside.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. What? Oh no. Well, that's probably fine. Ah! Screaming sheep! Where did the dogs come from? Napoleon has raised us. Napoleon commands us. When was the NKVD formed? Oh. It has been an exhausting day.
Midsummer comes and goes. The sun rises over the summer fields.
What shall I do today?
Work. Praise. Guard. Boxer's in good shape, though, so he can work. Oh no.
I don't have the strength I used to. Done my best today.
Keep your strength. You will need it.
A few weeks later, Napoleon announces it's time to begin the windmill.
Wait, what? Betrayal! A committee of pigs has worked on the plans. Everything is prepared and now it requires only your efforts.
Woo!
What excellent and thoughtful work. Our leaders are truly looking after us. Comrades, a terrible thing. Snowball has gone over to Mr. Frederick of Pinchfield Farm. Frederick has always wanted Mr. Jones's land. Now he and Snowball are working against us. Surveil. We can watch the farm on everyone on it. If anyone is seen speaking to Snowball or an agent of Mr. Frederick, we will report the matter. Thank you, comrades. Keep your eyes open. And remember, it is not enough just to see something. You must also report what you see. Snowball's agents lurk among us at this very moment. The farm's
eyes
looking
and
in
ears
rough
The
everywhere.
farm is increasingly famous with the neighboring farms. The animals at Foxwood have been known to look over the fence in envy.
shape. Have you heard? We have new comrades. Hello, we have come from Pilkington's. He is a bad master. We heard you have a better one. Oh, we have Goose. They're fucked. Oh, none at all.
The chickens must be so happy.
Dude, we rule so hard. Greetings to our new comrades. You're welcome here. Thank you. Our pleasure.
There's a good quarry of limestone on the farm, enough for the windmill. But for weeks no one can see how to cut the stone to the right size.
If we haul the stone to the top of the quarry, dropping it... Goodbye.
We'll break it. Really? Haul ass!
Haul ass. Wait, enforce? What does enforce do?
Probably sends the dogs in.
Well, I can't see the downside to this. It doesn't have any down arrows.
Yeah, it doesn't use any food.
Hurry up. No time to waste. I want to see you all hard at work. Haul ass. Fill up the cart and I'll drag it this time. The others should have a rest. We are doing well. What shall we do with all our wealth? Repair. We have to repair. We have to repair. Annex Foxwood. Ooh, we could build infrastructure.
Hello.
We need to repair or else we're all going to die.
Turns out it can always use some work.
Stables.
Yeah. Alright.
Barn is in good shape. Barn is in good shape. I think we can call a halt to things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rules on rationing and working times are observed very closely. No one dares to be seen away from the fields when it's time to work. Even the cat has been seen in the fields, bringing in stalks of
Oh,
grain.
that's so cute.
I demand a picture.
Harvest cat.
Autumn arrives to find the windmill more than half built.
We rule.
I think it's Boxer's time to party.
Yeah.
Look at our progress!
Truly a vindication of the pig's planning. They did not lift the stone. But no stones would have been put in place if the pigs had not planned. Give orders!
Just
I'm
really
important.
likes giving orders.
This is no time for falling behind at our work. Let every animal be in the field doing her part.
The harvest should have been brought in long ago. It is only now that the animals can begin the work.
Who will work the harvest? Comrades. Oh. Uh-oh. Boxer's probably okay.
Let's start with Clover.
Yeah, Clover's in good shape. I can do a little. Who'll work the harvest, comrades? Sheep. Our animalism's high.
Yeah.
We can do this. Lay in plenty of potatoes and apples. Good supply. Oh god, they're both so useful.
Does the donkey take damage?
Yeah, the donkey will take damage.
Oh god. God.
Look, all we need to do is make it through the winter, and then next year we'll have built the windmill, and then all of this will be automated. All of this will be automated next year, or the year after that, possibly. You know, whenever we get the dam built. Sorry, windmill.
How's Molly's health?
Ugh. And she also damages animalism whenever she goes to work.
Damn it.
The chickens... Oh, the chickens can work.
without hurting themselves.
We're small, but there are a lot of us. We can bring in the field the grain that would otherwise be left in the field. Almost full. Oh, this is the worst pain imaginable.
Why can't the pigs do something? Assholes.
The pigs can tell us what to do.
They have to supervise, I know.
Well, let's put the donkey to work.
The ass in assist?
Let's put the ass in assist.
During this time, the pigs move into the farmhouse to live. Several animals remember passing a resolution against living in the house.
Are you sure they remember that? That is not so. The pigs, the brains of the farm, must have a quiet place to work in. Oof.
Wolf.
It is also most suited to the dignity of our leader. Napoleon is the representative of us all.
Take their meals in the kitchen, but sleep in the beds. Sleeping in beds is contrary to the laws they remember.
That's a
from the
filthy
barn.
lie.
Might be safe for the chickens to ask questions.
We're just asking questions here. I wish to see the laws again. Oh, come and read them to you. No animal shall sleep on a bed with sheets. Oh, okay.
Oh, it always said that, yeah.
Yeah, it always said that.
Yeah.
Surely you're satisfied now. The law is being obeyed and animalism thrives. One day the Republic of Animals will be achieved. We're doing well. What shall we do with all our wealth? Can we heal? Defend? Annex Foxwood?
Annex Foxwood!
Annex Foxwood!
Now's the time, comrades!
We should invade Foxwood. There's a corner of the wood that Pilkington never visits. We can invite them to be part of Animal Farm instead. An admirable plan, comrades, especially if Pilkington does not come to hear of it. We have acquired Foxwood.
The weather turns bitter. The snow covers the farm.
It is late in the year to have so little planted. Mr. Pilkington looks in our direction and plans to destroy us. And we do not yet have the strength to fight him off. How did this happen? Why didn't we have better plans? Well... Rat 2 in sight hasn't generated anything new recently. What about warn? The sparrows can warn.
Yeah. I prefer that rather than yelling silence at the group.
Yeah. The humans make fun of us. We have heard them talking about the disarray at Animal Farm.
The days are getting shorter and colder as December comes in. The fields are still not plowed, and this work has to be done in darkness.
Oh, looks like Molly can get some stuff done without hurting our animalism.
Yeah. Let's put Molly to work. But we could also... Yeah. What are you good for, Molly? You're a show horse. Yes, you'll get another new ribbon. Oh, look, I found a ribbon in your mane. You can have that one. Peony, the horse in town, has a violet ribbon. I want one
It
of
is
those.
late in the year. The winter wheat should already be in the ground.
Comrades, if Snowball were still with us, he would advise planting heavily. I do not believe we need to go so far. All the same, we must do the planting at once.
One night, there is a violent gale. It blows tiles off the
shit.
barn roof. In the morning,
Damn it!
the windmill is in ruins.
Ass!
Mother... Nope. Comrades, do you know who's responsible for this? Do you know who the enemy who has overthrown our windmill? Snowball! You set our work back by a full year. A barrel of animals to the animal who catches him. We're just asking questions over here.
Out of curiosity, how did Snowball cause the weather?
Comrade Snowball must have become much stronger during exile. The windmill is a very large structure for him to push over. Do not underestimate a pig. This very morning we will begin rebuilding the windmill. We will teach this traitor that he cannot undo our work. Long live the windmill! Long live Animal Farm!
In January, there comes bitterly hard weather. The earth is like iron, and nothing can be done in the fields.
Oh. We were really counting on that winter wheat.
Napoleon sits at the front of the barn with a semicircle of dogs. Instead of having debates, he reads out the week's orders. His highest priority is to complete the windmill.
And that pig's name was Albert Einstein. From now on, there will be no more Sunday meetings. There will be no more voting. We have seen what confusion comes from that. Are we sure about that? Press chicken to doubt. This doesn't seem right. Comrades, Napoleon has taken on a difficult task. It is a heavy burden to choose our future for us. But he undertakes it in order to protect us.
The time has come again for gathering in the hay.
Oh, look, everyone's healthy again. Well, except for Molly, who sucks.
God damn.
Well, the sheep can tank a lot.
Yep.
Boxer's healthy again.
Perfectly healthy. Old familiar horse rake.
Comrades, a terrible thing. Snowball has gone over to Mr. Frederick of Pinchfield Farm. Frederick has always wanted Mr. Jones's land. Now he and Snowball are working against us. Press cat to fear. The cat is so cute. I want a cat.
Like a little calico.
Yeah. Let's send the birds to watch them.
Only Moses and the other birds are free from supervision.
That's probably fine.
Moses spends most of his days on the other side of the village.
Is there anyone you would consider a traitor to Animal Farm comrades? You've been watching their affairs. Cat? Boxer? No. No. No.
No.
Not really. There is nothing like that to be found here. The animals might not need so much watching.
The walls of the windmill are
Firebird.
built to be 3 feet thick this time. Much larger quantities of stone are required. It is back-breaking work.
Clover?
Uh,
Goat Hall. Or let's encourage.
encourage.
Rejoice in the dignity of labor. Take comfort in serving your fellow animals and the farm. We're doing well. What shall we do with all our wealth? We have to repair everything again.
Chat's curious about the handbook.
Oh, the handbook? The handbook is all of our chivos.
As well as a list of characters.
Yeah. Oh no. Molly voluntarily moves elsewhere.
Voluntarily.
Many farm animals have learned to read. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
What?
Huh. Oh, we have to get heard of as far away as the circus.
Oh, damn.
We could get an elephant. Everything is fine.
Everything is totally fine.
Wait, why are the hens dead?
They may have disagreed with a pig.
Well... Repair.
Yeah. Then we probably need our wall.
Yeah. Barn. No, the barn is fine. Look, the barn is
Yeah.
good.
Barn's fine.
Stables? Stables. Stables could use work.
Yeah.
I think we're good. That's good. We don't have the option to rebuild the farmhouse.
Once again, summer is passing. The sun rises over the summer fields.
Alright.
Defend? Defend.
Yeah.
Molly is seen repeatedly at the fence with the neighboring farm. The farmhands are feeding her sugar.
Oh!
Hey! We can use this to
Defend?
boost.
Yeah.
Sure, there's nothing wrong. In all that time, she hasn't done a lick of work she didn't have to.
There are more insects about, now at the heat of summer. The sun rises over the summer fields.
What a beautiful morning. It is a beautiful morning. Good job, Clover.
Why do all these things hurt Clover?
Why is Clover being hurt all the time?
It looks like Molly can heal up a bit.
You're looking well today, Molly. I think this weather agrees with me.
There is a pile of timber in the yard, left over from Jones's time. It is well seasoned and ready for sale.
Huh?
You should offload it promptly. Both Pilkington and Frederick would be happy to buy it. Frederick. Can Frederick be trusted? He's a man of business, and I believe he's never lost a lawsuit. I'll consider it.
The dogs wake up full of energy.
Guard? Low animalism. Ooh, the dogs could work.
Heck yeah.
They're almost as strong as horses. Just let us try. Yeah, sure. It's civil... what is it? What did they call them? When they put the military to work doing things? Civil something brigades?
Autumn arrives, and the windmill is still not very advanced. The animals cannot help feeling concerned.
If it isn't finished by winter, will it be damaged by the snow? Compel.
Yeah.
We'll all work harder. No matter how exhausted, everyone will serve longer hours. Anyone who does not will not receive their full rations. The animals at Foxwood and Pinchfield are more rebellious now. It is making farmers nervous. They have failed before, but they might attack us again. We'll need to keep a close observation on our neighbors. Defend. Our spy networks are very well established, I think.
It is too cold to graze any longer. The animals move indoors to get out of the bad weather. It rains heavily for several days, and no work can be done. The birds cluster just outside the door of the Red Lion in Willingdon.
Everywhere I go, it's Beasts of England, a ridiculous song. Foolish. Rankest madness.
The weather turns bitter. The snow covers the farm. One morning, the animals are at breakfast when the lookouts come in. Frederick and his followers have come through the 5-barred gate.
Uh-oh. Oh, the sheep will do fine.
Hide.
Frederick and his men halt around the windmill, carrying crowbars.
No!
Wait, I thought it would just allow us to, like... I thought we were hiding behind the defenses, not hiding
No,
entirely.
it was abandoning the defenses.
Oh.
After a few minutes, the farmhands run in all directions. Then, there is a deafening roar. The animals fall on their bellies and hide their faces. When they get up, there is a cloud of smoke where the windmill stood.
I feel lied to, actually.
Damn it!
Kind of feel lied to. I thought we were...
That
Be
winter,
okay, cat.
the humans make another attempt to capture Animal Farm.
Okay, in the past, when it said, when it indicated damage to the defenses, that was usually, like, using the defenses to, like, take cover behind.
Yeah.
I guess we fight.
Sheeps? Yeah.
You know what? Snowball can take a bit more damage, I think.
It's Napoleon.
Yeah, Napoleon.
All of the remaining humans are at the surviving animals head back
Well.
towards the farm.
Napoleon tanked all of those people.
Yeah.
Every animal receives an apple with 2 ounces of corn for each bird. And they create a new decoration, the Order of the Green Banner.
Comrade Napoleon shall be first to receive the order. We are fortunate to have such an example in front of us. Does this go against the rule about clothes? The law might be amended. We might say no clothing except trophies. Press rat to doubt. There is no trophy that will be worn by a rat. Why do we always make honors that can only go to the large animals?
The coldest part of the year comes and goes. Meetings in the barn are rarer now than in the early days. There are not so many topics for debate as there used to be.
Do we still call ourselves the Republic of Animals? Wasn't there something about listening to the will of all? It feels as though things have always been this way. No, things have changed since the first year, but they've changed in the same way they always do.
Ooh, insightful.
Time has come again for gathering in the hay.
Ooh, we should take another quick break.
Heck yeah.
Okay, so we'll be back in like 3 to 5 minutes, and when we come back, we will continue on with our work of turning Animal Farm into a socialist utopia, which I'm sure we can probably do. BRB! Hello, I am back. We are back.
Indeed.
So the windmill is broken forever. That sucks. But we do need to work the fields.
Yeah, sheep it up.
Rules on
Get those
rationing
sheep
working
in.
times are observed very closely. No one dares to be seen away from the fields when it's time to work. Even the cat has been seen in the fields, bringing in stalks of grain.
Well, it seems less
Adorable.
cute now,
Once
but
again.
more ominous.
A lot of these aren't helpful.
None of these are doing anything.
Well,
Hall?
yeah. Probably for the windmill, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't tire yourself out too much.
It is announced that the pigs will get up an hour later than other animals.
What? We must... Animalism is very low right now.
One
We
night,
wouldn't want
there's an
Jones to
escape
come
from the
back.
traffic circus. Even in a distant county, a few of the escapees hear of Animal Farm.
Yeah. What?
Yes! All this rules! It's all been worth
Good
it.
afternoon. I am the star attraction of a grand traveling show. I am trained. I do tricks. I have performed before the king.
We don't hold much with kings here.
Very wise. He is a short man with tall shoes. I can do other work as well.
Welcome, camel. But perhaps on holidays, a performance would amuse the other animals.
Once again, summer is passing. The sun rises over the summer fields.
All right, big boy.
We gotta work. Oh
So
no.
tired.
On your feet, comrade.
Boxer's health has been failing. He's too ill to work. For 2 days, Boxer rests in his stall. He talks to Clover about his hopes for a quiet retirement.
Nothing but sweet grass and warm sun. You've earned that. Do not despair, comrade. We will see you have the best treatment in Willingdon.
Today, a van comes to take Boxer away. Benjamin catches sight of it.
Can't you see what it says on the van? Alfred Simmons, horse slaughterer and glue boiler, Willingdon. Dealer in bone meal. Kennels supplied. Don't you understand? They're putting Boxer down. Hey! Boxer! Boxer, get out! They're taking you to your
Someone
death!
thinks of racing ahead to shut the gate, but it's too late. The van's through. And Boxer is never seen again.
My boy!
Oh. There's nothing to worry about, comrade. Nothing truly changes.
Once again, summer draws to a close.
This is no time for falling behind at our work. Let every animal be in the field doing her part.
The harvest should have been brought in long ago. It is only now that the animals can begin the work.
Lay in plenty of potatoes and apples.
Yes.
Get to work, Camel.
Yes! Camel will save us all. Oh, this is new to me. You ever thought of putting in date trees?
We don't have those here.
A shame.
Comrades, the storehouse is almost full. Yeah, but we got a camel. Camel works hard.
Ugh,
Lowest animalism.
we can't do squat about it. Yeah.
Clover will heal up over the winter. I can do a little. That will do. We have enough.
Next, the animals must plow the fields. It's beginning to get cold, but it's not too late to do this work.
Camel plow.
Ah, the old camel rake. I think I can do this. Doesn't look too difficult. Though the ground is very wet.
We're doing well. What shall we do with all our wealth? Repairs? Annex Foxwood.
Does that give us more sheeps?
Invite animals. It does give us more sheeps.
Yeah, like repairs and defense, because
Yeah. Well, let's repair first so nobody starves to death over the or freezes over the thing. Don't you also live in the stable, Comrade Benjamin? I don't mind admitting it.
The weather turns bitter. The snow covers the farm.
We are in danger. Animal Farm will not survive if we don't take care. What's more, I've heard rumors that Pilkington means to attack. Or it might be Frederick. Word.
get it. Yeah.
Perhaps we should revisit our plans.
It It is late in the year. The winter wheat should already be in the ground.
Comrades, if Snowball were still with us, he would advise planting heavily. I do not believe we need to go so far. At the same time, we must do the planting at once.
Another winter damages the farm buildings.
Oh, come on!
These days, the animals gather in the barn only on holidays. At the anniversary of the rebellion, there are speeches and songs.
Seems like a good time for chanting.
Yeah. Four legs good. What a novel sentiment.
The time has come again for gathering in the hay.
I feel the cows could do some work. We can help with the hay. We know hay well. Sheep work. We know our part.
One day, Napoleon instructs Wimper to purchase booklets on brewing. A week later, he gives orders to set aside land for barley.
Explain how! Barley can be exchanged for goods and or services. Comrades, our neighbors are humans and the humans like to drink. We are building our trading capacity. I've negotiated highly advantageous terms.
Who let him in here?
Animal Farm will pay for its nails and horseshoes with beer.
Once again, summer is passing. The hay has all been gathered in, and it is time to harvest the grain. It's difficult work without any threshing machines. The animals choose who will work the harvest.
Camel?
Camel.
You're expendable. Ah, date trees again.
Yes, we don't have those. We had this conversation last year, Camel. Repairs, probably.
Yeah.
Annex Foxwood. Repairs seem important. I don't know.
It's looking better.
Yeah. Stables. Barn is in fine shape, though. We would like to hear the laws again.
Wait a minute.
No animal shall drink alcohol to excess. No animal shall kill any other animal without cause. See? That's what they always said. Red means they were always like that. Perhaps we'll replace the flag with a new one in plain green. It is not quite suitable for our flag to be the one designed by Snowball.
Overnight, one of the hens dies. It is not seen as a grave matter.
Hens die all the time.
Hens are short-lived after all.
Exactly.
Once again, summer draws to a close.
There is no time for falling behind at our work. Let every animal be in the field doing her part.
October. The weather is damp. It gets into the bones. It is too cold to graze any longer. The animals move indoors to get out of the bad weather. In the autumn, the 4 sows all litter simultaneously. Napoleon is the only boar,
Whoa!
so it's easy to guess at their parentage.
I'll instruct the young pigs myself. They will exercise in the garden apart from other animals.
The weather turns bitter. The snow covers the farm.
We are in danger. Animal Farm will not survive if we don't take care. I don't know what to do, Squealer. I don't know.
Guess it's time to get your drink on.
Or we could study. We could be nerds. We're literate. Humans are fucked now.
The days
Pigs
are
can
getting
read.
shorter and colder as December comes in. The fields are still not plowed, and this work has to be done in darkness.
Well, get to it, Molly. Yes, yes, yes. We'll get
It
you a
is late
violet
in the
ribbon.
year. The winter wheat. Almost every animal on the farm is able to read, at least a little. That winter, the humans make another attempt to capture Animal Farm.
Uh-oh.
Snap, we've got a lot of options. Whoa!
You wouldn't be welcome even if Jones was still in charge. He always said to send you away with bite marks on your backside. Jones has nothing more to say about Manor Farm.
Is that the goat to the top left?
It is. Oh, we could cave in somebody's chest.
Yes!
But, wait, Napoleon's in good shape.
Alright.
Animal Farm will never again bow to humans. We'll see about that.
0 to 1 feral hogs.
Alright, let's cave in somebody's chest. Careful, man, that goat kicks. Sacrifice Napoleon. Uh-oh.
I don't think it goes badly for us.
Let's see what happens if Napoleon dies. What happens to all of this without Stalin? Remember my sacrifice for your sake.
All of the remaining humans are retreating. The surviving animals head back towards the farm.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
After battle, the pigs bury Napoleon in the orchard.
Okay, okay. The great leaders of the revolution have departed. Old Major had the vision. Napoleon and Snowball led us in battle. Now, we comrades, we must carry on the country they have
Squealer
left.
leads the procession with a group of pigs. There are 2 days of celebrations, with songs, and every animal receives an apple, with 2 ounces of corn for each bird. And they create a new decoration, the Order of the Green Banner.
Does this go against the rule about clothes? The law might be amended. Okay, right.
So should we say, like, yes or no? Or was the cat a maybe? No.
Well, we've basically changed every other rule. Trophies are not clothes, nor are ribbons. Let us allow.
Another year begins. Animal Farm has endured much longer than anyone predicted. The time has come again for gathering in the hay.
Yeah, couch time.
Cow time. I guess Molly gets in there.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Rules on rationing and working times are observed very closely. No one dares to be seen away from the fields when it's time to work. Even the cat has been seen in the fields, bringing in stalks of grain. As for the dogs, they patrol the boundaries of the farm. No human could get in, no animal could get out without being seen.
Is there anyone you would consider a traitor to Animal Farm, comrades? No? 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 Oh, God.
Everything's going so well.
Can we...
We can annex.
Maybe we can annex more of Foxwood?
It seems safe.
Once again, summer is passing.
Whoa!
Years have now passed since the rebellion. The old leaders are all gone, though their monuments remain in the orchard. Even Squealer has aged, though he still offers his insights in old age.
We're doing fine. Comrades, you'll be amazed by how productive we were this year. Our production of oats was increased for the 7th year in a row. As for the apples, pardon, my throat gets scratchy these days.
The dogs no longer follow the direction of the pigs. They've been so long in charge that they attack anyone they wish.
I've heard stories that there were no dogs in Jones's day.
There were dogs, but they were well behaved. Never bit other animals. Only cared to protect the farm.
I prefer the story about Candy Mountain. Squealer's victory, huh? Okay. Interesting. Okay.
So there's 6 destinies, but 8 endings.
Yeah. So we can have one with Napoleon, one for Squealer, one for Snowball, one for all 3. Falling in battle, Animal Farm is abandoned. Return to human rule, that's the canonical ending. The animals have starved to death. Hey, we didn't get the bad ending, at least. Or any of the other bad endings.
Yeah.
There are 4 bad endings.
And to be honest, no good endings.
Yeah, no good endings. Which ending is the good ending? Well, I don't know. I think any of the endings with the animals, like, self-determining is probably, like, better than other.
It's like, okay, to be fair, Jones was not feeding them.
Yeah. Who do the dogs represent? The military. The dogs are the military and the secret police. Yeah, and, like, the farm was failing, right? Like...
Yeah. It was poorly managed, Jones was a drunk.
Mm-hmm. We need more work animals, though. Although we did meet every character. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's not nothing.
And even the circus heard about us.
Yeah.
We're so awesome. Sad about that windmill, though.
Yeah, I didn't know that the windmill would just get detonated.
I mean, that does happen, canonically.
Yeah. It has been a couple of decades. Hmm. Interesting. I'm kind of intrigued by this. This is a
Yeah.
very interesting take on the book, and I know I talk about using that word interesting, and I really need. Okay, so how does the game inform our understanding of the book? I assume most people here have read Animal Farm, right? I've read it. Corey's read it.
People in chat can at least check the Wikipedia article.
Yeah. Animal Farm is very short. It's a short book.
And at the end of the book, the pigs are all living in the house, wearing clothes, and meeting with other farmers. And I think Benjamin the donkey looks in from outside and is like, I can't tell the difference between the pigs and the humans.
Yeah, yeah. I think the last line is like something about how he could not tell the difference between the two anymore. But yeah, there are like the you can definitely try for a more utopian attempt at it. I don't know. Like there are chivos for going through the game without changing any of the laws.
Yeah. I don't know how to manage that because, like,
Yeah,
we
they
had
have.
very. It's that problem with, like, kind of the Mass Effect dialogue where you're given a single word prompt to be like, is this
Yeah.
an action for the character, or is this something the character's going to say, or what? So you don't really have a lot of ability to steer things.
Yeah. It's overall I'm actually really surprised and impressed by this. But yeah, it does have some UI problems where it's, as you say, it has the Mass Effect problem of being unclear what things mean.
Yeah. And there was the problem of kind of lag or lack of feedback when it was transitioning scenes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think there were quite a few hidden loading screens. But like, I don't know, like the political allegory of Animal Farm is one about, the slow slide into authoritarianism from utopianism. So does turning that into a game that you can win make sense? Does that help our understanding of the political allegory of the book? Right? Is that a useful thing to do? Where you can be like, oh no, we figured out Animal Farm. We can get to the good ending now. Right? Is that a weird thing to say?
It's hard because, like, again, there's things you didn't initiate, like Napoleon training the puppies. That just kind of happened in a side scene, so that was
Mm-hmm.
just gonna happen.
Um yeah. So like where you're trying to keep all of the animals alive so that they can work more, right? In the hopes that you can like keep the farm going.
Yeah. And even though we've got like that overhead god view of things, we're not actually in control because it's still the segregation between animals and the pigs. And then the
Mhm.
pigs are still like taking advantage of the power structure, getting special resources, and making exceptions to the rules for themselves.
Yes. Yeah. Um so yeah, you are not perfectly in control here, and it's you are not one of the pigs, really. Right? You are kind of this top-down guiding influence, right? You are the farmer, right? In a broad sense, you are not one of the characters that you see represented on the screen. You are somebody else giving direction.
Yeah.
You are the collective in a sense, right? The player agency is the one that is deciding who's going to do what because you have the most information. So in that sense, is not having perfect information about what outcomes are useful from the perspective of this being an allegory, right? Where you don't know what's going to happen by doing certain things, right? Like where certain resources are being expended kind of in secret or in from behind a blind. because that would absolutely happen, right? You would do something and it wouldn't have necessarily the arrows next to it to indicate what this was going to cost you, but it would cost you something.
I think it's also interesting, like in the debates, you get to choose who gets to have a voice.
Yeah, like I'm liking this more and more. This is a very like ambitious thing to do.
Yeah, I am a little disappointed at the lack of like unique scenes.
Yeah. Like
It got a bit repetitive, but that's like it's okay that it got repetitive. It just I wanted more.
agreed. Like if I felt like if you kept hammering on the rats, that should have like somehow gotten more and more so instead of kind of repeating the same thing, because it was no, I don't want to install updates. Oh my god. Remind me later. Like, yeah, there's a lot of thinking to be done about this kind of like explication of the novel, because I mean, I think we can also approach this as like a pretty in-depth explication of Animal Farm, right? Like, what are all the ramifications? Assuming you, as the person who has bought a game called Animal Farm, is a person who has read a book called Animal Farm, and that's why you're playing it, right? You're familiar with the outcomes so that you know kind of what some of the endings look like and what some of the consequences are going to be, right? When Napoleon took away the puppies, I was like, aha, I know what that means. But yeah, like we worked basically all of our animals to the bone. Everyone was in the red.
It was just trying to balance that, mostly again because the pigs weren't doing anything.
Yeah, the pigs weren't doing anything. The pigs were just consuming resources and altering the laws to suit themselves or to make exceptions for themselves.
Yeah, it got very much into that. This is the same as having a farmer kind of mood.
Right. And so, like, well, I mean, what was Orwell doing with the book, right? He was laying out this story about the decay of revolution, right? If you have a revolution but you don't necessarily know what the end game is, and you have the wrong people in charge, and people aren't empowered to make their own decisions, then what does that look like?
Or their rights are like slowly eroded.
And can we manage that any better than the animals in the book did? And
yeah, we got a different result.
Yeah, we definitely got a different result.
And I'm also curious to try out like the other endings, right? To like actually try to aim for them.
Yeah, I would love to try to keep the triumvirate going and see what that ending looks like.
Yeah, how do you keep them all happy?
But yeah, this could have gone wildly wrong. But it did not. I think this is actually a very useful way of like examining the book. I might have to like think more about this, and maybe later on tonight I'll be like, holy shit, this is actually awful, right? But I don't feel that right now. I don't see that coming right now.
Like my worst case scenario involved them doing like snide little pop-up texts about like what the allegories are. They're like, "Whoa, this pig is Stalin."
Yeah, and yeah, because I kept thinking about that joke, right? The one where you're in the theater watching The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and there's that guy in front of you who leans over to the person he's seeing the movie with and says, "The lion is Jesus." And this didn't really do that, because I think this kind of stands on its own also, right? Like if you take Animal Farm and shuck it of its baggage of being an allegory, what is, like, does it stand on its own? And I think it does, right?
And I feel like they attempted to make like an actually like honest video game version of this book.
Yeah, I don't think you need to know that this is an allegory for the Russian Revolution, or the Soviet Revolution, the October Revolution. I would need to look it up, I suppose, to have any idea what I'm talking about, to like play through it and develop an attachment to the animals working this farm and want to see their welfare served.
Yeah, I think if you ended up playing it like a couple times, you'd be able to be like, okay, Boxer's kind of the loyalist archetype, and Napoleon's definitely like an authoritarian figure, and Squealer's really obviously just trying to change direct is.
Yeah, like Squealer is almost a non-personality, really.
Yeah.
And like Snowball is the utopian, right?
Yeah.
As someone in chat pointed out earlier, Snowball is Trotsky before Trotsky got onto his, like, no, there must always be revolutions happening all the time.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we made the numbers go up. That's pretty good. We even overflowed the years.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
It was getting to a point where I was like, does this game end? Or are we just caught in a loop forever until we, change the status quo?
Right, like, what? I guess when you're looking at years and years of gameplay, also you have to start thinking about, like, how long do farm animals live? Like, did we work Boxer to death, or did Boxer just die of old age?
Boxer wanted to retire.
Yeah, like Boxer was definitely getting old. And I think Animal Farm is probably like, yeah, no, this was a very like bold thing to do, and I feel it's reasonably successful. Yeah, Boxer died of old age in the glue factory. Horses apparently live 25 to 30 years. Well, I'm sure he was getting up there. Who else? What else has this studio made, or this developer made?
Beasts of Ireland. Beasts of every land and clime. Hearken to my joyful tidings.
We cannot exit the game. New game?
Oh, Reigns. They made Reigns.
Reigns? I don't think I'm familiar with that.
That's the Tinder interface. You swipe left or right on a card to make a decision.
Oh.
And they've got lots of different like spin-offs and DLC for different things like Game of Thrones.
Okay. Neat.
But a lot of good writers have worked on it. It's
Okay.
pretty fun. Maybe we should check it out.
Yeah, maybe. Also, I appreciate this little bit of graphical design. For the O in Orwell is the dot on the I.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get Orwell's 1984. Orwell's Homage to Catalonia. Or maybe Orwell's As I Please. His long-running, well, not long-running, but I forget which newspaper gave Orwell a weekly column.
I do not recall.
But he called his column As I Please. And I've got the Everyman's collected writings of Orwell. I mean, Orwell had problems, right? Like, we talk sometimes about, like, would Orwell even be allowed... Well, we don't talk about, but, you know, right-wing propagandists often say, like, well, would Orwell even be allowed to publish if he said the things that he said now? And I think one of the more interesting counter-arguments is, like, well, I don't think the same people would be saying the same things, but who knows?
Yeah.
Point being, he used his column in the newspaper at one point to settle the matter once and for all, how to brew a proper cup of tea. And I think he was firmly in the camp of you add milk first, you idiots.
Ooh. That's a strong stance.
Mm-hmm. I think. I should look it up, actually. Yeah, Eric Arthur Blair was a man of his times. And that doesn't excuse him from criticism. I think we can level a lot of criticism at his writings. You know, he was a colonial police officer. And that, you know, informed his political writing quite a lot, right? Like, he writes about that in, what is the essay called? Where he talks, like, Shooting an Elephant is one. And then there was also one that he wrote while he was in North Africa. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Nothing
comes to mind.
I keep wanting to say Mogadishu, and it's named after a capital city in North Africa. But it's not, that's East Africa. No, Homage to Catalonia is about Spanish Civil War, where he fought, what was the POUM? One of the labor union militias. Are we going to play Disco Elysium at the update in March? Fully voice-acted Disco Elysium. Ooh. That would be interesting, actually. That, like... I mean, obviously I'm going to buy it. New areas? New areas.
Right?
Wow. It's a free patch for PC. Also, I want to buy, like, the super edition of Disco Elysium that comes like the book.
Yeah. I understand.
That's all I want from special editions, right? Like, don't give me any horrible plastic crap. I don't want it. I want, like, an art book. I just find all, like, the plastic, like, what did Philip K. Dick call it? Kipple?
Yeah.
I just don't want it. I don't want it. It makes me sad. But $200 for the collector's edition is good. It's good. It's good. But overall, I'm for this. I think this is an ambitious project and an interesting result that I think can actually, like, be quite thought-provoking and deepens our understanding of what, like, the material, and also forces us to think about, like, well, what is a good result given this starting position, right? Like, how do we get to there from here, and what are we willing to do to get to there from here, and what are the implications of that? Marrakesh.
Yeah.
Corvus, thank you. The essay is called Marrakesh.
I was most way through the Wikipedia article.
All right. Well, I think we should probably thank subs. And then we will get a roll on. I think... Okay, yes. Here we go. Alas, Babylon. resub for the 17th month, saying, "Oh boy, it's the spiritual sequel to Charlotte's Web." I think. Thank you.
Charlotte's Web just makes me sad, but I'm all for literacy in animals. Can play games, sub for 39 months, Merry Holiday, hashtag trans rights. Aw yes, Muffin.
Indeed. Zaroth339 came back for the 17th month. Thank you.
Halvari-chan, 22 months, thank you.
Earthen1 gave us 501 bits. Good luck on the farm, Cam.
Patron of the Moon, 43 months, thank you.
Excuse me. Thank you. I was going to belch there artistically, and then it went away. I don't know where it went, but it's gone now. I didn't know you could vent those things harmlessly, but apparently we invented it. Narset6691 has reset for the 33rd month. Thank you.
Immoral Ethicist, 47 months, thank you.
Mega Flycraft resub for the 42nd month. If only I had 10 of these accounts, and then this would be nice. Indeed.
Flowers is 28 months. Oh no, an animal farm, but it is too late. See you in the VODs, Lerfolk. See you in the VODs.
Onyx Seeker resub for the 29th month. Happy holidays to all at Lur and everyone on chat. Thank you.
The Manaleak, 56 months. Thank you.
Coriolis Storm came back for the 36th month. Thank you.
Grunkus Dunkus, 38 months. Howdy, farm animals. Know that you are loved and appreciated, and you are enough.
Joanna Tastic came back for the 23rd month. Thank you.
Admiral Memo's been here for 83 months. So, when do I become an animal, and which one?
Junior Roll came back for the 50th month. Thank you very much.
Item Crafting Live, 5 months. How much do you think the type of video game device a game is played on affect the amount of weight a game's story can present? Or to summarize, does a better clacky keyboard make dramatic games more or less dramatic?
I find artificially clacky keyboards to be an affectation. Although I do like the just linear switches, but there's ones with noisemakers inside that I'm like, why?
Yeah.
And Wither came back for the 69th month. Hey, meme sub-length. Indeed. So, what are we going to do next week?
Do we have a next week?
Do we have a next week? Presumably, I think we have a next... We'll get back to you.
29th. Yeah, who knows?
It'll be the mystery box on Talking Simulator next week. But next up, if you hang around for half an hour, the Noise Boys will be here. And they will be playing... Is it Silent Hill 3 still? Did they wrap up Silent Hill?
It's Amnesia Rebirth.
No kidding. They made another one of those.
Yeah, they did.
Good for them.
I keep looking at it like, maybe this is the one I could play. And then I'm like, I'm not gonna buy that.
Yeah, and then... Anyway, we have lots of great stuff coming up this week. They don't like that name anymore? What, the Noise Boys? Or Amnesia?
Or Rebirth.
Or Rebirth. The Nope Boys will be here. And they will be ebullient and energetic. Okay. Well, I think we can wrap it up. Any closing comments, Corey?
No.
Okay.
I think I just like to sit with this.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, we will see you in the future. Have a good one, everybody.
Good night.